Today had kind of a rough beginning. I first woke up about 2 a.m. and then was kind of in and out for a few hours. Eventually we got up about 6. Since we got up so early, we were too early for our Ryokans breakfast. They have toast and egg and a couple other things. So we went to 7-Eleven and got a couple random pastries and a little rice ball. It was pretty good. We stopped at a park on the way to the train station and ate. Speaking of the train station, here's the morning rush hour. It's pretty hard to figure out where you're going, and it's even harder when there's a million people all around you hurrying, trying to get where they want to go. Once you find your train, it's a little bit of a squeeze. We didn't have a specific plan today, so we kind of randomly hopped on a train to Shinjuku. The main problem here is that since we got up so early, we arrived so early, everything was closed. About the only thing we did was have a slight adventure finding Michelle some aspirin. After our failure in Shinjuku, we hopped on a train to Yokohama, where we went to the giant department store Yodobashi Camera. It's 8 stories. It's basically a giant, clean, happy Best Buy with any product you can imagine there. We wandered around looking at all the stuff. We bought a couple trinkets. On the toy floor, they had hundreds of capsule toy machines. You know, the ones where you put in a couple coins and you get a cheap little toy. They had some pretty weird ones. So we're at a claw machine. And I think girl with propeller legs is the weirdest thing I could possibly try to win. So I'm going to try. Those UFO catcher claw machines are everywhere. Some of them are filled with some pretty weird stuff. Michelle and I actually ended up spending about $30 on one to win this cute nurse figure. It was so close. We didn't win, though. We had lunch at Yodobashi Camera, too. They have a pretty big food court. The only place with an English menu was this pasta place. After that, we went to Chinatown. Apparently, Yokohama's Chinatown is one of the largest in the world. It was fun. It was what you would expect. After that, we hopped on another train, this time to Akihabara. Akihabara is definitely my kind of town. Game stores, comic stores, anime stores, arcades. It's awesome. I will go back again. I really liked it. There were some weird games in the arcades. Take this one, for example. We couldn't really figure out how to play. Well, basically, you slam your hands down on this table and then eventually flip the whole table up. In this level, it was to launch a cake across a baseball field. Shopping for games is a lot harder than I thought it'd be. If I could see the cover art, it'd be fine. I can either tell by the picture or the English on the cover, but the way these are all arranged, only the spines are exposed. And that's all in Japanese. It made it so that basically, if I wanted to see what a game was, I had to pull it off the shelf and look at it. That's a lot of time when you're dealing with thousands of games. The last stop of the day was a pachinko parlor. It was fun. It was more interesting than fun. Between the two of us, we spent about $20 in 20 minutes. Tomorrow, among other things, we're going to try to find the monkey bar.